Welcome back. It's Friday, and this is our time to reflect, reset, and grow together. You ever you ever stare at a blank page so long that it starts to stare back at you? This week, I've been wrestling with the most insane creative blocks. Like the kind that makes you question like whether you even belong here. But instead of fighting it, I tried something different. I actually leaned into it this time. And the crazy thing is I actually just let myself be. And I know that sounds very counterintuitive, but I literally just let it be. This week has been a very, I'm not going to say very trying week, but it's been a week that I didn't really expect, if that makes sense. Um, so like last week I had to put my car in the shop, right? And then today I found out it's gonna cost me like almost $1,900 to get my car out of the shop, which is a good thing and a not necessarily good thing. But through all of that, with all of that on my mind, just been trying to really understand the creative process through it all. Because when I was working, I had stuff just coming back to back to back. But it's like now that I'm not working and creating for myself, it's kind of a challenge. It's almost like my brain has forgotten the Wi-Fi password to itself. And it's weird because I'm a very naturally creative person. And I think the issue is just having so much going on in my life right now that it's starting to make things seem like, oh, like maybe this isn't working, or maybe this isn't a good idea, or maybe it's starting to make everything feel disastrous. But I actually started to believe in myself this week. Through all of that, I just started to realize that self-belief isn't loud confidence at all. It's sometimes it's just a whisper, like try again tomorrow, you know? And through all of that, I've also learned and, well, have started to learn to find peace in the unknown. Like I don't have all the answers right now to where I'm going, what I'm going to do, you know, I'm struggling financially, and I'm being very open and truthful, with all of you guys here. And because that's, essentially what this channel is about. It's about healing, and it's about being honest with oneself. And I can't help lead you guys through the process of healing without being honest with you about my own process of healing, because I want all of us to be able to heal together, and I want this to be a space where we all just really, we're in it together, and usually I would have like a script or something that I would follow, like from my notes, but I haven't built out a script for this vlog this week. Essentially, I've just been playing skate all week because since it came out Tuesday, because it's been my escape from life here recently. But I've been starting to find peace in the unknown, starting to find that it's okay to not know what the next step is. It's okay to not know where you're going. It's okay to not know how things are gonna turn out, because essentially we don't know what the next day is gonna carry. Um, and I was having a conversation with my mom earlier, and we were talking about the car, and she's just like, "Look, take care of today. Do what you got to do today, and let tomorrow take care of itself." And that is one of the most profound things she has said to me. Like, if you guys don't know, like, my mom is my rock. You know, if you know me personally, you know my mom is my rock. She is like, she's everything to me. And she's been a big part of my healing process. She's been a big part of my growth. And I will tell you guys a little bit of a story. Um, when I was younger, I had always been this hothead, you know, ready to crash out every time. I refer to myself now as a certified retired crash out, if that makes sense. Like, I was the type of person who would I would throw a lunch tray at you if you even looked at me wrong. But over the course of time, I started to realize that 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 crash out that I was, it wasn't stemming from a place of just crashing out for the sake of crashing out. No, it was stemming from a place of pain, because I dealt with a lot of pain growing up. And that pain was in a lot of different areas. You know, it was not feeling like I belonged, not feeling like I mattered. You know, I've been overweight my entire life. I've been big, and I'm on a weight loss journey now. And I'm very proud of myself because I have achieved a lot. Um, and I've lost significant amounts of weight. Like, I used to be almost 300 pounds, and now I am at like 257. I think I was the last time I weighed myself. And through all of that, you know, I realized that I didn't know where my life was going to go. I didn't know the direction things were going to take, but I knew that I was going to make it. And that's the point that I'm in now, because a few years ago, I was literally without a job for 3 years, and I didn't know anything. I was depressed. I was hard on myself, like super hard on myself. It was so much that I let the things that the world says to each and every one of us. Oh, you're not working, you're a bum, if you're not working, you don't deserve to eat, different things like that. And it was such a hard thing, because I internalized all of that for at least 2 years. And it wasn't until that third year where I realized, you know what, dude, you've eaten every day, you've still had a roof over your head, you have been places, you have had fun, you've done all these things, and you found a way to make it. And now that I'm essentially back in that position, this time it's different because I didn't have bills at that time. Now I do. And I know now, like, going through that experience, that it's going to be okay. And I'm going to make it. Like, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. This vlog might blow up tomorrow. I don't know. But I know that I'm going to be okay. And I'm finding peace in that unknown aspect of life, and finding that I don't have to stress about it. Because the way the world is set up today, everything is so fast. Everything has to be instantaneous. Everything has to be known. And when we find ourselves in those places where we don't know what our next step is going to be, when we don't know where our life is going to go, we don't know how we're going to pay this bill or that bill, or we don't know how we're going to feed our children, we don't know how we're going to feed our pets, we don't know how we're going to get gas, we always tend to find a way. It's like the universe finds a way, and the universe brings us what we need when we need it. And if you're someone that, you know, believes in God, I know you can relate when I say that God has taken care of me through every situation that I've been in, and no matter what you believe, there's something that brings us all together in unity, which is there's always a way, and a way is always made. And through all of that, we have to trust that process. And we have to trust our own process of going through day by day. And we have to understand ourselves, you know? And that's another thing, is that I'm actually learning to love myself through all of this. I've been on a self love journey for as long as I can remember. And I'm not going to lie to y'all and say that it was easy. I'm not going to lie to y'all and say that it was the most flawless thing ever. No, I've had times where I've just been so down in the dumps. I remember at 12 years old writing my first letter at 12 years old. And that letter existed for 9 years. It existed for 9 years. And as someone who struggles with mental health, at times it gets very hard at times. And I remember writing that letter to my mom at 12 years old and saying, like, look, I'm just done. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to be here anymore. I wrote that letter, and something kept me from doing it. And for a while, there was a couple times where I actually attempted. No one knew. It didn't work because at 12 years old, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know. So it wasn't until I was 21 years old. And that winter, I was like, you know what? My mom is not going to bury her oldest son because of that. She's not going to bury her oldest son because of that. And that was very profound to me. And I actually burned that letter. And I still think back to the things that I said to my mom in that letter. And a lot of those things still ring true today. And those things were how much I love my mom, how much I love my brother, and how much I love my sister, and how much, I want them to be okay. And I realized when I was 21, I needed to have that same mindset about myself too. And that brings me here because now, I've made it through a lot. I've seen so many people that I love and care about leave here. And next month is always a rough month for me because my buddy Dylan, he passed away a few years ago, and his birthday is in October, just like mine is. And it's still hard to understand that he's not here anymore, and so there's that. So but like I said, I through all of this, I've learned that loving myself is one of the most powerful things that I could have ever done. And so I'm going to share that with you. Like, loving yourself is one of the most powerful things that you can ever do. Loving yourself is the key to getting through the day. And it doesn't matter if it's something small, because the small things, they build up monumentally. I remember starting this self-love journey, and I was like, dude, I don't know what to do, but it's every day. It's something that you have to do every single day. And to the point where at first it may feel like a chore, but at some point it's not going to be a chore anymore. At some point it's going to be the things that you do. And it, like, if you brushed your teeth today, and that's all that you did, that is amazing. And I'm so proud of you for doing that. If you ate something today, that's amazing. And I'm proud of you for doing that. If you did laundry, if you did dishes, if you did nothing but wake up today and sit there and just exist, I am so proud of you, because just being here and just doing your thing is the most amazing thing ever. And I'm so proud of you for that. And I want each and every one of you to understand that. You know, I had been called to do this, and I don't know where this is going. Something has been on me and just like, hey, you, this is what you need to do. And I may not be the best at it. I may not be the most knowledgeable person in the universe. I can admit that. I am not the most knowledgeable person, but I have so much experience of everything. In my 30 years of life, I'll be 31 next month. And in my 30 years of life, I have gone through so much, like so many things. And when I think back on it now, I'm like, it's no wonder I'm such a wise person. Like every time people meet me, they're like, oh, why are you so wise? And different things like that. How do you know so much? It's so young. It's like, dude, if you knew all the things that I've gone through, you would be like, why are you still here? And the reason I'm still here is because I want to be a light. I want to be a light in other people's lives. I want to be a beacon. And that's why I started this channel. That's why I started all of this. And just so happened, you know, the universe or God, whatever you believe in, I believe in both. I believe God lives in all of us in every single thing. So to me, it's virtually the same thing. But I believe God made moves in my life recently because God knew I was not going to leave that job. I'm just going to be honest with you. I was having a conversation with my buddy the other day, and we were talking about that, and I realized, I'm like, yeah, God knew I wasn't going to leave. Like, he knew I was not going to leave that place. So he's like, you know what, dude? I'm going to remove you from that place because I know that you're not going to leave. You're not going to. And I know I wasn't going to leave. I wasn't. Wasn't at all. Had no plans to, really. But when you're put in a position, and if you're very spiritual, you understand that the universe will give you everything that you want. And the universe will make things seem like there is such a heavy load on you sometimes. And sometimes the universe will just take things from you just so you can get something bigger and better. And that's what I've been realizing this week, is that, dude, like, that's the point that I'm at right now. I'm in, like, I've asked for things. I've cried and begged and asked God for things, prayed every day. Like, I pray every single day. And I've prayed so much to the point to where, like, I have been prayed out. There were times where, like, I was just like, dude, I don't even think this is real. I don't even think this exists. And now I'm at a point where I see deeper, and I see that, like, wait a minute. Yeah, this is why this happened. And I realized, like, I prayed for this. Like, sitting here in front of you guys and talking to you, I prayed for this. I prayed for this. And through the situation this week, I've really learned that, like, God has placed me here, and he's placed me here for a reason. And again, I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't know where this vlog is going to go. I don't know where this channel is going to go. But I'm here doing it, and I'm here doing it in faith, and in faith in God and the universe and in myself. Because if I don't believe in myself, I knew from a young age that if I didn't believe in myself, if I didn't believe that I could do it, there's going to be certain people that believe in you. And sometimes the people who are supposed to believe in you the most, they don't believe in you. And realizing that at a young age, it made me look at myself and say, no, like if you're not going to believe in me, I'm going to believe in myself. If you're not going to support me, that's fine, because there are other people out there to support me. And I know that the people who I need to touch, the people who need to hear my voice, the people that need to see me, they're going to see me. And I don't need to worry about how that's going to happen. I don't need to worry about what's going to happen in between them finding me and me making these videos. I don't need to worry about that. All I need to worry about is doing what the universe is calling me to do, has been pushing me to do for a long time. But I will also say that this week I had a really tiny, it was a tiny win, but it was a big win in my eyes this week though, because I have literally been in such a discombobulated state this week that I didn't realize, like, I've actually written through all of my creative blocks, and this week I've actually written like 5 scripts for videos this week. And I actually like filmed part of Bottom of the Bottle Part 3. Like I actually filmed a part of that. So that's a big win to me. It's tiny, but those things are a big win to me. And through all of that, like I trusted the process. I just trusted myself and just trusted it. So yeah, like that's, you know, that's the that's my spiel, I guess you could say, for this week. Like it's been, through all of it though, through everything, this week has been beautiful. It's been a beautiful week. And excuse me, again, I don't know how things are going to turn out, but hey, we're here. We're making it, and we're fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna make it, dude. We're gonna make it. Like, if you didn't get anything out of this video, just know that you are going to be okay, and you're going to make it. Like, I want you, look, I'm gonna look you in the eye right now, like eyeball to eyeball, pupil to pupil, like let's touch pupils. No, let's not do that, because that's gross and that's bacteria. But if you did nothing this week but wake up, go to work, eat something, brush your teeth, whatever thing you did for yourself this week, even if you did nothing but wake up and go back to sleep, I am so very proud of you. And you're gonna make it. And then my glasses fall back down. You're going to make it. You are going to be okay. That job is going to be there tomorrow. And if it's not, that's okay. Because you're still going to have food. You're still going to have water. And you're still going to have everything that you have. Because a way will be made. A way will be made. And I want y'all to understand that creative blocks and the unknown, they're not walls. They're doorways. And sometimes the best thing that we can do to get through those blocks and to face the unknown is that we have to go head first. We have to go into it head first with the belief in ourselves. And hey, if you're walking through the same storm right now, drop a comment. Like, let's figure this out together. And I want you to know that at the end of the day, we're in this together. And I also want to give a big shout out to one of my very old friends, Tiffany Warren. You guys don't know how much of a cheerleader she's been, like, on Instagram and my comments. Like, she's given me so much life just over the last few weeks, and this week just really cheered me on. So Tiffany, when you see this, just know I love you, and I hope you, Adam, and the kids are doing amazing. So, thank you so much for all of your support, and it means the world to me. Thank you. I love you, and you will smile again. I'll see y'all next week.